Okay. Beta. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man. I'm from.
What it is. Y'all already know it is the big boss hog, boss dog, K-Po through the dough. Here to talk to this box. Before I get to my soliloquy, remember tough times don't last. Good people do. Don't off yourself. Cut them in the fire like maybe you matter. Peak game in the first word swing. I appreciate the activity, on my last couple of videos. I really appreciate everybody, the people who agree with me and the people who disagree with me. Boss a grown man, so I understand that there are gonna be men who disagree with me. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not a yes man. I don't want people to agree with me. So understand, when I make these videos, I'm not looking for anybody to agree with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of my stuff be on facts, and then there'll be stuff that's opinionated. And if it's opinionated, I'll let you know. This is gonna be an opinionated video based off some facts, though. Gervonta Tank Davis. A focused tank is a dangerous tank. Let's talk about it. That's gonna be the title of this video. It's not gonna be long. Probably be about 8-9 minutes. Because I'm ready to get to it. I'm locked in right now. I'm ready to go in his gym and kill it. So Gervonta Tank Davis, if you lived under a rock, is coming off a majority decision draw against Lamont Roach. Right? Before the fight, he was kind of disinterested in the fight. It appeared. I won't say in the fight, but he just kind of seemed disinterested. He was kind of writing off Keyshawn and Shakur. He was kind of like, man, if the fight happens, I want to fight 3 times, then I want to retire. Well, now the retirement talks is over with. You see Tank talking about, man, I'm going to take, a week off and I'm getting back in the gym. You see Tank talking about, man, we got to make this rematch. You know what I'm saying? You see Tank talk about, man, I'm ready to get to it. You see him talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, he back focused. And I think, and I'm being real with you, I think Gervonta Tank Davis, I feel like probably lost focus, right, as pertains in boxing. Right? He got a lot going on in his life. He talked about it openly. Like, man, I got this going on. And, got this. I'm just kind of tired of this. You know what I mean? And he talked about it. And, it's very appreciative that he was transparent with everybody. But it's time to get to it. You know what I'm saying? Now, me personally, I wouldn't relate that information. Like, I'm not letting nobody know nothing. I don't care if I'm going through any type of situation. You know what I'm saying? We don't let nobody know nothing. I'm going to let you think my life is A-okay. It's grand. I'm running through grassy fields. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm going to let you think. Because not only are the haters, watching, you got your opponents, they watching you. And they looking for chinks in your armor. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Gervonta Tank Davis, him revealing that stuff, he didn't have to reveal that. He could have just been like, man, I'm gonna retire, and that's it. When he was ready to leave, hey, I'm retired, I'm done. That's what I would have did if I'm done. I don't feel like fighting no more. And I don't owe you no explanation. I'm done. I'm done with sport of boxing. Appreciate y'all. And disappear off the map. You feel me? Like, at the end of the day, that's how I feel like he should have did it, in my opinion. But the reason why I say a focus take is a dangerous take is because this has refocused him. He almost took a loss, right? Which is something that he's openly admitted that, hey, I'm in fear of. I fear losing, right? He's afraid to lose. He doesn't want to lose, right? He said that openly, right? But I just think Tank kind of got, I won't say he lost the love for the sport, because that'd be kind of disrespectful. I would just say he got comfortable, right? He making a lot of money. He's selling out arenas. He doing this everywhere he go. It's, so his mindset, he's like, man, think about what he was saying. I'm already a legend where I'm from. Like, what else I got to prove? You feel what I'm saying? So he already feel like, man, I made it. Like, I made it out of my situation, And I understand what he's saying, though. Coming from Baltimore, Maryland. I never been there. I'm from Houston. I'm from H-Town. You know what I'm saying? But he said, man, coming from the situation I came from, he foster home. I think his mom was on drugs. I don't know if his dad was on drugs. Him sleeping on crack house floors. to now he's able to take care of his whole family and whoever else that, joins his team. So, I understand what he's saying. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, as it pertains to boxing, in life, yes, that applies. But in the sport of boxing, that don't apply. You know what I mean? So I think Tank, him almost taking this loss has made him hungry and have a drive to want to compete and beat the top guys. It's all about competition. Having that drive to compete. That's why, one thing I like about Terrence Crawford is he's always competing. It could be a card game. He competing. Why he does that? Because that's setting a competitive edge. When I played football back in the day, and I know this is a totally different sport, my coach did that. He would always have us competing against each other. Why? Because that builds that competitive edge. You don't want to lose, right? And in a sense, you're building your mind and your body not to give up, to always try to find a solution, to always try to compete, right? So when you in a fight and this dude, land a right, take away your jab and start landing right shots at will, most people, they fold. Well, nah, this time it make you compete. It make you be like, nah, I ain't going out like that. I'm a reiterate my jab. You know what I'm saying? So it's just building that competitive nature within you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's one thing I like about Terrence Crawford and them is they compete at everything. Whether they're playing basketball, cards, Uno, whatever it is, they're competing. And that's what I respect about it. I'm not going to lie to you. So the competitive factor, right? I feel like Tank has got that back because he almost lost, right? So he already talking about, me and Lamar Roach might fight at the end of May. It's March right now. They just fought March 1st. And he talking about at the end of May. So he trying to get to it. He not wasting no time. And there's a lot of y'all sitting here, oh, he's going to retire. He's going to quit. I find it funny that y'all want him to quit instead of being like, hey, let's make this him and Keyshawn fight. Because I'm not going to lie to you. I think that's the fight. I don't think Shakur... I think Shakur Stevens is easy work. I'm not going to lie to you. I think that's going to be an easy fight for Tank. I'm not going to lie to you. I had it 80-20. Now I got 70-30. I just don't see how Shakur Stevens can keep that man off of him, bro. I don't see it. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? And there's no disrespect to Shakur. Shakur's a great fighter. He's a great fighter. But styles make fights. And I just think he don't got nothing to keep him off of him. You know what I mean? Keyshawn does. Keyshawn got power. Keyshawn's a bigger fighter. Keyshawn look like he can fight at 147. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real with you. Keyshawn is the fight for Tank. That's right now, I got it 60-40 in that fight. And that's Tank way. Right? But if that young man gets some experience, it's going to be 50-50. He just lacks experience. See, Tank can take him somewhere that he ain't been before, and he don't know what to do in that situation. Right? Shakur got a little bit of experience, but at the same time, he don't have anything to keep Gervonta Tank Davis off of him. That's the problem. That's the meat and potatoes of the situation. He ain't got nothing. He can't keep that man off of him. What he gonna do? You feel me? So, like I told you, this is a blessing in disguise. I think Gervonta Tank Davis is ready to go to war. That's how I think, man. I think he locked in, he focused, and I think he gonna fight Lamar Roach in May, right? And I don't know how that fight gonna go, but I think Tank will win the fight. I'm not gonna say it's a knockout, but I think Tank, because Lamar Roach is a fighter that you have to basically systematically break down. You can't just go in there and try to bulldoze him. It don't work like that. Tank gotta come up with a better game plan, right? And he has to demand more from his coaches as well. And he got to listen to his coaches, because I don't think that he really was listening to them in this fight. So, we shall see how this thing goes, But I'm telling you, Tank gonna fight Lamar Roach in May. you know, whenever it is. If it happens in May, he gonna fight and he gonna beat him. And then after that, I'm telling you, he gonna look to either make the Shakur or Keyshawn fight. But I think, me personally, I would want the Keyshawn Davis fight. I feel like that'd be more entertaining as a fight fan. I feel like that'd be more entertaining. It'd be more competitive. Because Keyshawn Davis ain't just gonna sit there and let Tank tee off on him. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get active back. It's gonna be entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Shakur gonna run all around the ring. And he's not gonna engage. He's not gonna try to, if Tank land on him, he's not gonna throw no punches. He gonna throw a jab every now and then be on that trail ride. So, like I said, this is a blessing in disguise. A focused tank is a dangerous tank. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Boss gone.